Welcome to class. So the items you need are your satin or any kind of fabric, ankara, anything, okay? Tape rule, matching thread, scissors, ruler, chalk, and pin is optional. So now you fold your fabric into two, as you can see me do. I'm folding my fabric now. So the measurement we need now is 26 inches because this fabric is not stretchy. 26 inches. So on the fold, I'm cutting out 13 by 18. On the fold is 13. When I open it wide, it will be 26. But the length is 18 inches. So this is it now. 26 by 18 is what I have. So that's what you will cut out. 26 by 18. You can use 16 in case you don't have enough fabric. It's manageable. I forgot to introduce marco to us. You can use your marco, your carry board, or your strong breast pad. And the measurement for this one is 3 inches by 18. You can use 2.5. You can use 2, depending on how big you want your Zara cap to be. So the next thing to do now is to fold in the edges, and you're folding in just 3 parts of your fabric, of the cut out fabric, just 3 parts. The 26 inches, you leave one part of it, you won't fold it in. So this is how I'm going to be folding it in. So this is how you'll be folding it in. If you're a beginner, you can mark it out like 1 inches. I'll use your pin to hold it. So just the folding it in. Don't forget you are only folding in 3 parts of your fabric. You need a rectangle that has 4 parts. So you leave one part of the 26 inches. So this is what I'm going to be doing until I'm done. Don't forget. So now I'm done sewing. I should actually where you see me touch. So I left this part. That is where we'll be putting our marco or your carry ball or anything you are using. So now you find the midpoint of your marco or anything. Now I'm using marco. So you can use your chalk to demarcate it. I'm using my biro to demarcate it. You also find the midpoint of your fabric, fold it into 2. You can use your chalk. I don't have a colored chalk. I will use it. So I will not cheat with my scissors. Just cut a small part just to indicate that that's the midpoint. So what I will do now, I will align the midpoint of my marco and the midpoint of my fabric together. You see I left more space on top. So I will just align both together, then I will fold it gently. Then after folding it, that small part I left, I will now push it in. That is how I will now aim it, because when you want to go and sew it on your sewing machine, you will not sew on your marco, you sew on the fabric alone. So, and you can use your pin to hold it in case if you're a beginner or you can't sew it alone. I'm trying to show us again. Align the midpoint of your fabric and your marco together. Then you fold in the excess that you have, so that that place will be neat. That's the essence. That place will be neat. And don't sew on your marco. You are sewing on your fabric, so you push it in gently. Then you can use your pin to hold it in case if you are maybe a beginner or a first timer, you can't sew without holding it in. So just use your pin to hold. I'm going to be showing us everything. So just do it gently and make sure that you align your fabric. So this is it now. You take your pin again, hold it till you have done that. So I've actually aired everything now, and I'll go to my sewing machine to hold it down. So this I'm going to be showing you a little part of how I'm going to be sewing it. If you watch closely, I am not sewing on the marco. So as I'm sewing it, don't sew on the marco. Just take your time and sew it. And make sure that you are aligning your fabric and your marco too, so that you have a smooth edge. Everything should be neat. So now I'm done sewing it. Here's my fabric. So now I'll bring it together. I'll put it right side to right side. The wrong side will be facing me. The wrong side will be facing me. The right side is inside. And I'll take my measurement. My head circumference is 22. So you can take your head circumference. But most adults, 22 is the head circumference. So you sew on 11 inches. So I'll take it to my sewing machine. And I'll sew from the beginning like that down, all the way down. I'll be closing every opening that I have. So now I'm done sewing my fabric now. The next thing to do is to gather it. When you want to gather your fabric, you leave that, let's call it the band, you leave that place. So you come immediately after the band and you will sew it. It's not actually a band, but you can call it band for now. So just watch closely. You can see where I started from. So take your needle, use a matching thread, okay? So that's it. Just gather till you get to the end of your fabric. So now I'm done. Next thing to do now is to turn it to the right side, and then you have your Zara cap. So you just arrange it and align it. So now it's optional if you want to leave your Zara cap like that or you want to embellish it. The choice is actually yours. So here's our cap. You can choose to leave it like this, or you can also choose to embellish it. So I'll be telling you how you can make a design like this, or you can use this design. Anyone you want is cool, okay? So now I've got my fabric. The fabric now is on the fold. take your tape rule and you measure 10.5 on the folded part, please, and then I'll use 7.5. So you can choose to like manipulate the measurement. So now what I will do now, any measurement you are using regardless, you look for the midpoint. So let me just say this is the midpoint of my fabric of 7.5. So now you come down by 1 inch and you go up to by 1 inch. Like this is not a compulsory rule. The main thing here is that when you are sewing, you leave a small space for allowance to turn your fabric inside out. So that's this. I'm using my biro to emphasize the marking. Please, I'm not saying this by force, but just leave any space. So you just look for a beginner, you can just look for the midpoint. So from where the biro start to where the biro stop, I will not sew that part. So I'll take it to my sewing machine and I will sew it and come back. So now I'm done sewing it, and you see I didn't touch that place. So we understand later why we're doing that. The right side is still inside. So now what you do now is to put your fabric down, align it. When you just sew, you put it, let it be in the middle. So you go to your sewing machine now, you close every open side, like you see where I'm touching. Just close it on maybe half-inch allowance. So now I'm done sewing. So you can edges, like the 4 edges, you can use your scissors to trim it off, cut off any excess part that you have, so that your work can come out beautifully. So that's just what I'll be doing. And when you are done, that opening you left before, this opening was actually small for me, but if you want to increase your own, you can increase it. But it's still cool. Just pass your fabric inside out. So now I'm done passing my fabric inside out. You take your ruler and draw a diagonal line, as you can see me do pleating. So just watch closely and you pleat so that the line you just drew, that line, it's not compulsory for you to draw it. If you know you can get it. And the line you just drew, let it align. You are arranging your pleat so that it will be fine. Pleat and arrange your pleat. So that's what you will do till you get to the end of your fabric. Then you take your needle and thread and you tack it neatly. Please tack it neatly. So this is what I'll be doing basically. So just take your time to tack it, okay? You pass your needle in between the pleats that you make, and when you secure it properly, then you move to the next stage. So here's my own. You can actually cut off the thread and you can leave the thread. So I left my thread actually. So now you can choose to place it anyhow you want it to be on your Zara cap. You can see there are different methods. You can even place it at the back. So any method, and you can use this method too for so okay. So now I'm tacking it now to the side of my Zara cap. You can see I'm only picking the cloth. Picking the cloth of the Zara cap and I'm passing it to the bow that we just made. So that's how you just do it till you finish that part, okay? So that's it. And make sure that you secure it properly. So edges you can choose to, if you are turning it, then tack it to fit. If you want to turn it to the other way, just tack it to fit. Like the choice is yours. You can do any creative thing that you want to do. So now we move to the other design, this normal bow design. So it's the same measurement I'm using, the same measurement, 21 by 7.5. So this one, what you just do is for you to pleat. Can you just see? Just split it like that. Then you take your needle and thread and like that. Another method is for you to do it like this. Just watch closely and follow what I'm doing. So anyhow you want to do it is actually okay. So this is it, and I'll take my needle and thread too. Sorry, it's not showing properly. I'll tack it and I'll place it anywhere you want to place it. Be it at the back, be it in the front. Like people wear that cap with design now to the front, unlike before. So anywhere you want to place it is cool. So just tack it properly and also tack it neatly. First of all, you hold your bow, and if you want to knot your thread before passing it to your fascinator, so like I said, you are free to do whatsoever design, and you are not limited to using only bow. You can create anything and add it to your Zara cap. That's the beauty of Zara cap. Like you can design anything with any fabric. So that's it for this one. Thank you. You can add trimmings if you want, okay? So that's it, okay. So here's the last part of the video, how I made this one. So I'm going to be explaining it to us. So using the same measurement, and I've actually pleated it the way I taught us, and I made two of these. So you can actually join like the middle of both ends together like this. Just join the middle with your needle and thread. Okay, so another method is you can do the two like this, place it on each other, mark mark the diagonal line, then you begin to pleat like I told us, okay? But I'll suggest for this design, if you want to make your own, make one bigger than the other, understand, so that the beauty will come out. Don't make it the same measurement, so that the beauty will be able to come out properly the same measurement. It's after I finish and I discover that. So that as usual, you take your needle and thread and you tack it neatly and beautifully. If you want to give your work more volume, you can actually use breast pad. You can pad it with breast pad, iron breast pad on it. You can even use foam so you can stand more if you want it to stand. So now you determine where you want your bowl to be. Let's call it bowl. Let's call it butterfly. Like butterfly abi anything your design. So just look for the convenient place you want it to be. Another way to tag this thing is to pass your needle and thread. You pass it through the cap. That is if you are using Mako. If you are using carry board, it will not be able to go through because carry board is very hard. If you are even using your hard breast pad, you can still pass it in. So you can pass it in like that and then you tack it. Anyone you want to do is okay. So when you are done, just arrange it. Now, if you like, you can embellish this middle part or you can leave it like that. And you can embellish with anything. This is a trimming. Like you can just use any color, any design. The choice is actually yours. So just in case you want to embellish and this thing is small, because there was bigger one before, but I don't used to see the big type again. It's only this small one. So you can make it to be big. Just cut the required length. This is an example, okay? Just cut the required length. You can cut it in 2 or 3 places and you apply your gum at one end, place the other on it, and when they're properly dried, you take it to your cap and you place it on it. You can also use your bias. So when you're using your bias, just place it on it. I'll also suggest that you can put your stones on your bias so that you make it more beautiful and give it more unique effect, okay? You can use your flower, ready-made flower, handmade flower, anything you want is actually okay. Any color you want is okay. So I'll just go with this ready-made flower. All I have to do is to apply my gum and I'll place it on it. I don't want to stress myself. So that's it for this cap actually. Just apply your gum generously and then you place it on it how you want it to be. Then we are done. So just check for the cap, like check the cap for any thread that is showing, cut it off because your cap must be neat, your cap must be beautiful, and you are free to be you. So that's the end of this video. Thank you. Bye. See you later.